everybody. Well, the job's finished. The contractors have packed up, they've been paid, and they're on their merry way. They worked a total of about 4 hours today, and they left probably about an hour ago. And I was on the phone to another YouTuber when he rang the doorbell, and I told her, I said, well, I gotta go. They're ringing the doorbell. And I really thought they were just going to quit for the day. And so when I opened up the door, I said, too hot to work? He said, no, we're done. I said, you're done? He said, yeah. I said, well, I want to keep on saying his name, but I'm going to call him Contractor. Well, now, Contractor, I said, did you caulk up there on that vent pipe? What vent pipe? I said, you know you had it in the contract that you were going to do all caulking as necessary. And he said, well, I don't have any caulking. I said, that's all right. James has some right here. And I handed him the tube of caulking. And he said, well, do you have a caulking gun? I said, I said, it's somewhere, but I don't know where it's at. He said, well, I don't have a caulking gun. And I said, he said, wait a minute. I'll go over and see if, his ex-father-in-law was, he went over there in their garage and they had one. So they'd already put the ladders up and they'd all was standing around the truck ready to leave. And so, honey, I had him, they had to put the ladder back up, and he had one of them boys go up there and caulk around the vent pipe, because that's what James wanted him to do. So, and I told him, I said, Contractor, I said, I'd really like for James to look at this work before I pay you. I said, but if you promise me, that if James inspects it tomorrow and he wants something done, you promise me that you'll be up here to do what he wants. Honey, I give you my word. I told you I will, and I will. I said, okay, let's go in the house and take care of business. Let's go in here and let's get you paid. So, we come in here, and I told him, I said, well, I went to the bank yesterday, and I got exactly what you said on the bid that we owed you. Less than $170. Let's see. Okay, I got exactly what the bid said we owed him. And I said, I've already given you $170. He said, yeah, I know that. So I was trying to figure out minus $170 how much it was. And he was trying to figure it out too. And he said, those materials cost this, and this a little bit over. I said, I got exactly what you had on the bid. And I said, if you want more money, I ain't got enough. That's what I told him. Because I did. I got exactly what he had on the bid, and I think that's what I have to pay him. I think the materials, he made a mistake, and the materials was $70 more than what he had put down there. And that's his mistake, not mine, and I feel like I'm paying him way too much anyway. So I said, well, this is how I got it figured out. And so he said, yeah, that's what I got it figured out too. So, honey, I counted, and he wanted it in cash. So I counted out that money to him, and I was glad to get it out of the house. And because I told him, I said, well, I tell you what, I don't even carry cash in my person. I don't carry cash. It's either a debit card or a check. I don't carry actual cash. I don't like to. But I said, I may have $2 or $3 in there, But anyway, honey, he didn't have no receipt for me or nothing. I said, and I took the bid. I said, would you please write down here on the bid that I paid you? And he said, yeah, honey, I'll put that, look here, paid in full. And he put the, I said, put the date. And he put the date. He said, you see that? I said, yeah, but I still want you to bring an official receipt down tomorrow, So he sat here, and I said, well, you need some envelopes to pay them men out there? And he said, yeah, if you don't care. I said, no, I don't care. And the most he paid one man was $250. That was for 10 hours work. And the rest of them got less than that. Now, he's had 4 men up here working with him, but not everybody has worked. Like, he would send a couple men or 1 man up in the afternoon, and they would work an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, marking stripes off or whatever. And then they would leave, and then he would come up either with a man, 2 days in a row. Well, he only had 3 days, so 2 of those days he had 3 men with him. That made 4 men. And by my calculations, he got paid $225 an hour for this job. Yeah. So I thought he got paid real good, and, you know, he better not come back at me and say I owe him $70, because I'm not going to pay him. I'm not going to. I think we're fair and square here. I think he got paid over and above what he, you know, I think we're square. And about that soup yesterday, you know, when he asked me about that soup, if I'd had the soup made, I would have given him some soup. I would have sent him home with a bowl of soup. But I only had the bacon made. I didn't get the soup done until about 10 o'clock that night, you know, because I was making it for a supper for James when he come home. So a lot of you guys said I should have made him that soup. But, yeah, he's got a mama. And, you know, she can make him some soup. Come on. But I would have shared my bowl of soup with him. I sure would have, you know. But today when he left, he said, I want to give you a hug. He said, but I'm just covered. I'm nasty. I'm just covered in sawdust. And so I said, well, that's all right. And so, you know, he went out the door and all the men were standing up there. And I guess he gave them all their money. I don't know. But anyway, honey, they hadn't covered up. They still had about, I'd say, 7 or 8 bundles of shingles, and I had a whole box of nails and stuff. And he told me, he said, you know, you can get them to come up and give you a credit on that. I said, okay. I said, and they were getting ready to get in their trucks, and I said, hey, would y'all cover that stuff up? You know, because James wanted to keep it covered up because, you know, we live around a bunch of druggies, and there wouldn't be nothing for them to pick up a couple bundles of shingles and take them off and sell them for a fix. You know. So they did that and everything, and, you know, everything's square, you know. I just hope when James comes home and he gets up there tomorrow that he's happy. And the contractor did tell me, he said, you know, I got to stick out $500 of this money right today because I got an eviction notice. Gosh. It's going to bankruptcy hearing tomorrow. So I didn't, you know, if they hadn't got that job done today, he wouldn't have been able to be here tomorrow because where he had to go was over 100 miles away. So, but anyway, this is the last report on the roof. I hope that you all have enjoyed a little bit about what I got to say. And I don't know if I'll be here tomorrow. We'll see. I hope y'all having a great day. This is Melissa reporting from up in the holler. Bye, everybody. I'm back. I wanted to explain to you about why I was so stressed out the first video I made about this roof. Initially, James wanted to do the work on the house. He did not want to hire anybody. And I tell you what, I just don't think he's able to do that kind of work anymore. It's been 21 years since he has roofed the house, and he still thinks he's 35. You know what I mean? So, anyway, I kept on saying, no, let's hire somebody, let's hire somebody, let's hire somebody. Well, James finally, you know, let me have my way, and he's the one who hired this guy. So then when he come back and he kept on saying one thing and doing another, and, you know, it was sort of stressing me and James both out. And then to come find out he was charging us, you know, so much over the cost of the materials, and we thought it was really unfair, to tell you the truth. And when James found out about it, and James said, I'll just do it myself. And well, I had to, and I said, no, I don't want you doing it, honey. And I, you know, we went back and forth on it, and finally just said, okay, we're going to bite the bullet, we're going to just do it. And so I was really stressed out about it. And then when James went up there yesterday afternoon before he went to work, and he told me that, you know, the job he was doing was okay. He was fine, pleased with it. You know what I mean? That took such a load of pressure off me because, you know, I felt like it was my responsibility in a way because I was the one who was pushing to hire somebody. And, you know, if you look at James's work and this guy's work, James does 10 times better work, to tell you the truth. Now, that's just the truth about it. And the reason why is because James cares about our roof. He cares about, you know what I mean? And this guy, he needed to make some quick money. And I'm not saying he didn't do a good job. I'm just saying I mean, there were several places on the roof that James showed me today I've got a little video. Uh, but I'm not going to show you all that. But anyways, where he made a mistake, got off course, and what he did, instead of ripping that out, he just went ahead and laid shingles on top of that. And James said it wouldn't do any harm, but you know, if it was him, he would have taken it all out. You know what I mean? So that is why I was so stressed out about it. And after James told me, you know, it's okay what he's doing and stuff, then it just took a load of pressure off of me. And I just felt so much better about it. So I wanted to explain that to you guys. All right, everybody, this is it. This is really it. See y'all later. Bye.